All right, PIDAC News here with Julian Reyes to talk about how his federal lawsuit was allowed to go forward by a federal judge after Austin police shot his dog. So Julian, what happened before you filed the lawsuit? How did Shiner Bach get shot? What happened?
Well, on April 24th, midnight, 2013, 3 years ago, my dog Shiner Bach and I were at our my artist warehouse around midnight, getting ready for an art event at Eeyore's birthday party, which is a local event here in town. And there was an after party and an art sale, and I was going to show my art off. And so Shiner Bach and I are sitting there. There was a 911 call that we didn't know about about a construction site in the front of the property where they were building new buildings, and the site was cleared. They found a piece of sheet metal blowing in the wind, and the police officers and everybody had cleared the site, except for one officer. He wasn't satisfied. He saw my truck in the back of the property and proceeded to the back of private property that was clearly marked, and with his gun out and flashlight drawn, and he startled my dog. My dog barked, and he shot my dog multiple times as my dog ran away, crying for his life. Then they turned their guns on me when he dropped, and there's two officers, and they handcuffed me and made me watch my dog bleed without rendering any aid, and my dog died on the scene from Austin police brutality, from use of lethal force when none was necessary. There weren't any crimes that I was suspected of or anything like that. There weren't any crimes in progress. There was just the officers doing what they normally do, which is a standard practice and protocol of shoot first, shoot to kill, and ask questions later, but don't answer any questions. So I had a civil rights attorney, and they wanted like $20,000 and a lot of money, and I had to fire them at the 2-year anniversary a year ago. I filed a pro se. I filed myself pro se as a pro se litigant in federal court. I filed indigent, and I created a federal case out of my dog shooting, and I have the city right where I want them in that federal case now.
Were you an activist before your dog was shot?
No, me and my dog, I was basically a gardener and an artist, and then the police made me an activist. I suffer from what I call police PTSD by cop. And it hasn't been really studied much, but a lot of people in the United States suffer from what I suffered from.
So Shiner Bach was your best friend, right? Before,
absolutely, he was a son to me. I had him for 9 years. I got him on Valentine's Day, 2006. So I had him 9 years, and basically he was with me 24/7. We did everything together. He was always around. He was just basically my only family member that I had around. And when the cop shot him, I had no reason to not become an activist and do judicial activism as well, and try to fight this in the courts to make sure that the police aren't so readily going to shoot other people's dogs. Because basically my dog is one of hundreds of thousands of other dogs shot in the state of Texas and around the country. And they say every 40 seconds or so a dog is shot in the United States by police officers. So I just wanted to make my dog the last dog that's shot like that. I want to make sure that I make my voice clear.
So, are you happy about the lawsuit, and what do you want to tell people about suing the police department after your dog is shot? Can you do it or not? Is it?
Well, it's a complicated issue. Most people and lawyers that I talked to told me not to file suit, to work with the police, to work with the city, and to cooperate. Well, that's pretty much how we got here. Is a lot of cooperation and a lot of complacency. The only thing that these governmental institutions understand is the bottom dollar. So really, I'm happy that my lawsuit has made it through the qualified immunity stages where the police are above the law. So I'm at the point where we're actually going to get to argue the case and get evidence on the city's practices and patterns of shooting dogs. We're right at the point where I want to be. So I'm very happy about it, and I believe that anybody, poor or not, has not only has the right to sue, but should have the ability to sue. Whether you can do it yourself or not, you can begin the lawsuit yourself pro se, especially if you're indigent, and not pay any fees and present your case to a lawyer. You can follow my case online. I'm trying to make sure that everything that I do is online so that people can see and follow, and that there can be more lawsuits, more justice. The more justice and accountability I feel that we have, the faster we can end puppycide. All the cooperation and capitulation and all that, it's not really gotten us anywhere, and it's time to do direct judicial activism.
Right, right. Congratulations on your lawsuit, man.
Thanks, man.
Yep.